missed some spots.
I can't believe it. We actually have a president who knows all the words to Louie Louie. And while that in itself is an accomplishment, it's also a grave responsibility for the rock and roll generation as a whole. I mean, after all, someone has to be the grown-ups, and now it's our turn, which is a pretty horrifying thought.
Saturday after soccer, you're gonna take the kids to Sawgrass Mall to see the Ninjas. You know, Donatello's gonna be there live.
Wasn't he there like just a couple of months ago?
No, that was Barney, and that was Dadeland Mall.
No, that was Greedy Smurf at Dayland Mall.
Greedy Smurf was at the Civic Center.
No, that was Lamb Chop at the Civic Center.
Okay, childless single guy in the room, and you're all starting to really scare me. It's poker night, remember?
Go away! Go away! I mean it! Me too!
These kids have a bedtime?
Kids, bedtime. Whose deal?
Is it the breasts that make you women so good with kids?
You know, as long as we're talking about breasts.
Oh, Kenny, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. If they're not on a Muppet, you people aren't interested.
You know, Dave, the soccer team is really coming together this year. I've got the kids running these patterns.
Oh, yeah. And you've only lost, what, 45,000 games last year?
I don't believe you. How could you knock the s01e01 in front of the Itzke?
I didn't understand a word you just said.
Can I have last fudgesicle?
Oh, not before bed, honey.
Ooh, I call it dibs.
And you work for this guy?
Okay, honey, help me. What do you think?
I can read it. A.
I'm out.
That's great, honey. I'll have to be sure and drop a thank you note to Mr. Rogers.
Good night,
Good night, guys.
Good night,
Good night. Good night. Come on, let's go.
Good night.
Good night now. Good night. All right. Good night.
Keep it going.
Okay.
Good night, kids.
Good night. Good night, fellas.
Good night.
And remember to lift the seat this time. Proper parenting is in the details.
Oh, sure, Dave. Everything is a joke to you. Meanwhile, I'm out there 3 times a week coaching your son and my daughter and 14 other kids. And do you know why?
Because you're rich and you don't have to work.
I'm not rich.
You're a plastic surgeon. Anytime you need money, you go suck bacon cheeseburgers out of someone's thigh. It's like a cash machine. What is this, pesto?
Kitty, I just opened the cans. I don't read them.
Well, I just think the morale of the team would be a lot better if some of the parents, Dave, got a little more involved.
Me?
Yeah, you help me coach.
Oh, come on, Shell. I'm no good at organized sports. You'd be teaching them strategy. I'd be showing them the hokey pokey.
You know, whatever this is very good.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Kenny. Maybe you can explain to my son what happened to his science project.
That's a joke, right?
Okay, question 3. What do you and your spouse have in common? A, we have essentially the same moral values. B, we both like Chinese food. C, we are both protein-based life forms.
Keep going.
Do you recognize this child?
All my children went to bed hours ago.
So who's this one?
I can't sleep, and I don't want to go to the game Saturday.
I thought you liked soccer.
No, I don't. We never win. It's boring. I really hate it, Dad.
Well, you gave it a shot. I mean, if you really hate it,
David?
then you can talk to your mother about it. Take it away, Beth.
Why do I have to be the responsible one? I hate being the responsible one.
You're better at it.
No, I was already responsible. I put them to bed. Well, okay, I was responsible yesterday. I took him to the dentist. It's your turn.
No, I was responsible yesterday.
What'd you do?
Made him lunch.
You did not. I packed him a sandwich.
Yeah, but I ate that. Well, I was hungry and I was there, so I ate it. So I made you lunch, didn't I?
Frozen waffles.
And fruit strips.
Your turn. Tommy, this is between you and Dad.
Well, gee, son, this is your dad. You know, there's a lot of things in life that are boring, but that doesn't mean they're not worth doing.
Like what?
I'm stumped. He's got a point.
No, he doesn't. Tommy, you can't just quit something because it's boring. Your team depends on you.
But it's no fun. And Dad said life should be fun.
Excuse me, Tommy. Honey, bed. Daddy and I'll talk. Night. Love you. You said life's supposed to be fun.
No, I didn't say life's supposed to be fun. Gee, I said life should be fun.
Oh, that's so much better.
What's the matter with that?
Well, Dave, if you act like it doesn't matter, then he's gonna act like it doesn't matter.
Beth, it doesn't matter. It's just a game. Why do adults have to turn every little thing into some life lesson?
Because life is the little things.
Ugh.
What?
I just sounded like my mother.
No, you didn't. She's not so whiny. Hey, you're still up?
How come you don't have one of those big speaker things for that?
An amplifier? Huh, in this neighborhood? I used to have one back in college. But Uncle Shell and Kenny and I decided we wanted to see what it would sound like if we dropped it out the dorm window. It was very cool.
So I go with you and Mom.
Well, Tommy, you know, maybe I did go a little overboard when I said that life should be fun. I mean, it should be, but it's not always.
Mom won. Huh.
She did not. Besides, really, is winning and losing that big a deal?
Have you ever lost a game 36-0? It is a big deal.
I guess so, but you know, sometimes the biggest deal is just hanging in there. I mean, look at me. You know, there are lots of mornings I wake up, the last thing in the world I would want to do is write some humor column, but you know what I do?
You hang out in your bathrobe and watch TV.
I know that's what it looks like. But while I'm sitting there like a lump of processed cheese, inside, my mind is clicking away. I'm thinking stuff up. I'm throwing stuff away. I am writing and rewriting it. It's very hard work. Hey, the point is, sometimes you gotta do things you don't want to do if you want to make a difference.
But I don't want to make a difference. I want to be like you. Who are you calling?
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Dr. Sheldon Baylor isn't in right now, but you could leave a message at my office at 555-2005, or at the hospital, 555-2918. Messages for the former Estelle Baylor can be left at 555-2413, or you can leave your message here at the sound of the beep. For fax transmission, it's called 555-2468.
Thank God.
A miracle.
So, it's Dave. I'm here with Tommy, and we've been thinking. I'm going to help you coach soccer.
Mom!
You're welcome.
Frankly, I'm not as good at soccer as I am at chairball. All that's required for a good game of chairball is a typical office chair with wheels, a ball, a hoop, and 2 or more middle-aged guys trying to avoid actually working for as long as humanly possible.
Switch!
In this case, the work we're avoiding is putting out the Sunday magazine section of the Miami Record Dispatch.
Dave, our office.
Hey, Ken, if it's about this week's column, no problem. I'm just putting on the finishing touches.
It's not about your column.
Good, because I'm stuck on that opening paragraph. A great idea for a humor column, one that practically writes itself, is... I figure once I finish that sentence, I'm home free.
Dave, do you find me attractive?
In what sense, Ken?
I mean, if you didn't know me and you saw me walking down the street, would you go, hey, there goes a hip, good-looking guy? Or would you turn your head away in disgust and say, who's that pathetic middle-aged guy trying to kid with his Kenzo suits and his funky hair?
Can I have a third choice?
Nope, that's it.
You know, Kenny, no offense, but if I didn't know you and I saw you on the street, I wouldn't notice you. Unless maybe you were lying in a parking space I wanted.
I'll buy that. But as you'd be shoving me aside with your foot, would you be saying, hey, that derelict looks pretty good?
Image problems, Ken?
Possibly. I met this woman at the dry cleaners just now, and I sensed this chemistry. Incredible chemistry right there.
At the dry cleaner.
Yeah. And she giggled, and I...
Always a turn on.
Yeah, and I was about to ask her out when she said, and get this, she said, here's your change, sir.
Ah, Harvard girl.
She called me sir. Walter Cronkite, sir. The Pope is sir. When did I become sir? I feel so old.
Mr. Cobb called you back during lunch. The art department is waiting for you. Oh, and Dave, your friend Dr. Baylor is here. He wanted to know if you're busy. So I said, Dave!
It's not that funny, Mia.
Okay, oh God. You know, speaking of funny, I have a wonderful idea for your column.
Oh, gee, Mia.
No. Okay. Something that really peeves me off. That's the way we humorists start. Something that really peeves me off are all these dumb blonde jokes. Like the one I heard this morning about
Mia,
what?
See, that's a joke. I don't do jokes. I do observational humor. It's humor from stuff I observe in everyday life.
Oh, yeah, okay. Are all these dumb blonde jokes like the one I observed someone telling about?
Mia, we are in conference about something urgent.
Oh, uh-huh. Get shot down again? Sir? Why did the dumb blonde stare at the orange juice carton? Because it said, concentrate. Andy Rooney would pay big for that.
Actually, I kind of like that.
Dave, hi, Ken. I want you to take a look at this before tonight's practice.
Now, Shell?
Well, I've got to go back to the hospital.
What? Life-saving nose job? Emergency fat suction.
Oh, Kenny, right in the wallet. This is the tape of Tommy and Carly's soccer team. You know, Dave is helping me coach.
You coach soccer.
Yeah, why not? It's a dad sort of thing to do. I'm a dad.
Let me fast forward this to yesterday's practice.
No, wait, slow it down.
Kenny is a bunch of 8-year-olds running up and down a field.
But there might be some cute divorced moms there watching. Maybe a widow. Stop! Stop the tape!
What? What?
Is that a naked woman?
It's a jungle gym.
No, it's not. Run it back.
Kenny, what do you think this is? Is a Pruder film? Come on, get it going. I want to get to me.
Okay, here we are at yesterday's practice.
Yeah, there. See the really, really tall kid? That's me.
What are they doing?
That's a drill, a footwork drill.
It looks like the hokey pokey.
It is.
Yeah, and there's Tommy shaking it all about. Wait a minute. Stop the tape. Wow, he looks so embarrassed.
Surprise, surprise.
I know that look. That's the look I used to give my dad when he did his Jerry Lewis impression. A lady placing! In front of my friends.
No, that's the look I gave my dad when he said to my prom date, "Here, pull my finger."
Your dad did that?
Twice.
2 girls?
No, 2 fingers.
Dave, this is not about you and your dads. It's about you and your son. And what you're doing now is going to affect Tommy for the rest of his life.
Boy, you can really light up a room.
No, he's right. Kids want to play soccer, and I've just been goofing around. Time I acted responsibly and did the right thing.
So you'll let me show you a couple of plays?
Well, actually, I thought I'd quit.
Mom, can I have some milk?
It's in the refrigerator.
Where?
In the refrigerator where it usually is.
I don't see it.
Open the door.
It's not here.
Well, now you have to try something. I don't know if it's too much to handle. It's called looking.
I don't see it.
Refrigerator blindness. My God, it strikes another male member of the Berry household. There.
Oh. Where's a glass?
All right.
Don't get up. I remember.
How'd practice go, hon?
Look at this, Mom. Look.
Ah, doesn't it hurt?
A little, but Dad says we've got to build up the brain calluses.
Dad taught you that?
Yeah, he made us run laps and do things over and over again, and he even yelled. It was so rad.
Yeah?
Thanks for helping practice, Dad.
Well, maybe next time you'll show your appreciation by holding the car door open for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Dad, don't wear those shorts next time. You look like a real dork.
What happened to you?
Ever been kicked in the shins 50,000 times by a bunch of cleated munchkins?
Well, not cleated. Want some ice?
Yeah, in a tall glass of bourbon. It's amazing how quickly, a once athletic body can deteriorate. It's also amazing how an out-of-shape, beer-guzzling, moon pie-eating body like mine can stand it all.
I guess the bloat gives you a certain buoyancy.
What are you looking at?
You have a lot of hair in your nose.
Thank you. Why don't you go torment your brother?
Okay.
Tommy really had a good time, didn't he? I'm impressed, Dad.
Yeah, they were all out there moaning and complaining and having a great time.
Including you?
Wasn't bad, really wasn't bad. Except there was this one fossilized old fud out there who kept saying, "Settle down, pay attention." The old fud was me.
I don't think you're a fossilized anything.
How about the old fud part?
I don't know. Have you seen yourself in those shorts?
You know, the way I picture it, adulthood is a big, sleek jungle snake swimming just around the bend in the river of life. It swallows you subtly, an inch at a time, so you barely notice the signs. You start using phrases like, "You'll put your eye out," or "because I said so." And before you know it, you're talking to your friends about the benefit of high fiber. You have monogrammed towels in the bathroom. All your furniture is nice. I mention all this to explain how I finally came to buy, at age 40, an amp for my electric guitar.